Good afternoon. My name is DeMarcus Martin, and I'm a student here at Clark Atlanta University, and I'm interning at the Salvation Army's Red Shield Service located on 469 Marietta Street. I've been interning here since August of 2016, and I must say that I really enjoy the work that the Salvation Army is doing as it helps to end homelessness amongst veterans. Um, some of the strengths I feel that I possess is one that I'm a very reflective and attentive listener. I listen to a lot of the stories that the veterans tell about post-traumatic experiences as they relate to being in combat. Some are Iraq war veterans and some are Vietnam veterans. So I feel that being a shoulder to lean on when they need someone to talk to is one of my strengths. Another strength of mine is I'm a good and hard worker as it relates to in a team setting. I'm a role player. If I'm given a task, I complete that task in a orderly fashion. Other strengths include my youth. I'm young and I'm full of energy, and I actually get up in the morning and go running with the guys because they run with a program out of Emory back on my feet. So I'm getting involved with the veterans. One of my weaknesses as it relates to the 10 social work competencies would be the ethnic, the I guess the research based practice, because right now we're dealing with and I guess homeless veterans, and there's not a lot of research on why veterans become homeless, and I'm struggling with it because a lot of them are disconnected from the VA, meaning that a lot of them have lost benefits from the VA, and that was one of the ways that they became homeless. Upon graduation, I do plan on researching a lot more of why veterans become homeless and ways to eliminate homeless veterans. I know that the United States HUD has said that they're trying to end homeless by the end of 2017. So I would like to how that see the results of that by the end of the year. Another one of my weaknesses that I feel as though that I'm struggling with is more like the human behavior part. It's trying to fully understand some of the reasons why veterans have these substance abuse issues or these mental health issues. I'm struggling with that because it's just a lot of theory. There's a lot of theories out there that are being tested on the veterans, but a lot of the veterans do come back and they do relapse, or they do break down, and sometimes they do commit suicide. So one of those parts that I plan on is the human behavior side of veteran homelessness, and why some come through the program and some succeed and some don't. The way that I develop my 10 core social work practices as defined by the Council of Social Work. I typically, when I first got here, I shadowed several of the case managers. Each case manager upstairs on the VM that work with the veterans have a role in which they play with the veterans. Some case managers' role is to drug test and conduct AA and NA classes with the veterans. So, for example, incumbency number one, professional identity, advocating for clients. We spend a lot of what we do here at the Salvation Army. We advocate on behalf of the client to the VA on that they on benefits, sometimes medical issues, sometimes family issues. So every day that I'm here at the Salvation Army, I consider myself as an advocate for homeless veterans. Uh, Another of the competencies that I feel that help me is the critical thinking piece, because a lot of the veterans are are I mean pretty much do suffer from PTSD. So finding ways of not causing any traumatic experiences for them while they're here, being that homelessness in one is a traumatic experience. But a lot of these guys are veterans and have came back from Iraq, Vietnam, Kuwait. So finding new and inventive ways of helping the veterans as it relates to PTSD, that critical thinking piece is very, very key. Another one of the competencies that I find that I use at the Salvation Army is human rights and social practice. Even though these veterans are homeless, I find they are human are and they are equal to all the rights that a human are. But a lot of them have been preyed upon by other agencies or have these substance abuse issues, and people look down on them as veterans. So bringing that human right and social practice piece into my practice, I tell the guys, hey, first of all, you made a mistake. You made a mistake by choosing substance, but we're here to help you get off that substance. I would say that the experiences at my practicum site that are most significant for me are the fact that when the guys graduate and a lot of them say, hey, Mr. Martin, I thank you for working with me these last few months to help me reach sobriety or help me with my mental health issue or even just help me find housing. I think that's so significant to see a client come in, or what we call them at Salvation Army, a consumer. We say consumer come in and they go from homelessness and helplessness to, hey, I can make it. Hey, I'm about to get housing. Hey, I received my hood badge. I think that's so significant. And I really, really enjoy the work that's being done here at the Salvation Army and the veterans. The thing that I'm most proud about here at the Salvation Army is I would say I'm most proud of the one-on-one case management that we do. Long story short, I had a guy who came in. He was designated me to work from beginning to end. And when he came in, he was struggling with meth addiction, marijuana addiction. He was struggling with alcohol. When I first met him, his affect, he had a very low affect. He was always disheveled. It was just a bad first 30 days. But now he's one of the most, I guess, he's been bumped up to dorm monitor. He has a job. He's been clean for now, 180 days. So, hey, it was a guy who told me that he could never see himself being clean. And now he's clean. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that I helped the guy get in Job Corps to get his GED and get a trade. I would say that doing groups tasks, doing the tasks that helped me with the opportunity to further my education would be the groups that they allow me to host. I'm right now hosting a group around getting started. So getting started is a group that talks about how do you get started with sobriety and what steps you need to take. Another group that they've given to me was stress management group, which helps some of the veterans deal with the stress that they're facing with staying clean or the mental health issues. And like I previously spoke about, I'm in charge of the resume writing and the job search classes. So I feel that here at the Salvation Army, this helps me with planning and executing effective groups. Because if I can do it on the level as an intern, I know that when I become a manager or a supervisor later on with my LMSW, I know that the work that I've done here at the Salvation Army has prepared me for life post graduation. I could just say when I first came to the Salvation Army in August, I was a little, weary about homelessness. I was uneducated about homelessness, but now I feel as though I've grown a lot just being around homelessness, learning the different laws that affect homeless veterans in West Hoods. I guess I would say West Hoods outlook and their role they play in homeless veterans. So, yeah, thank you.